I'm really an introvert, like, and I'm not scared to say that now.
Okay.
Like, but mostly, I'm defined as an ambivert, so I can be extroverted and introverted at the same time.
Androbert?
Introvert.
No, what you meant?
Ambivert.
Ambivert. I thought you said
what? Say what you thought I said again. What you thought I said?
Ambivert.
Amber. Fam said Amber Alert.
Oh man. What's the word? It's the kid Lylez Vision, aka light skinned, tall, handsome, sexy photographer, entrepreneur, CEO. I got like 9 different titles, so let me keep going. Also, welcome to the new episode 2 of Say Less, the podcast, and let your work speak for itself. You already know by now the name, the brand, and what we represent. I want to jump right into it. I brought my favorite cousin, partner in crime. I'm talking about vocalist extraordinaire. I'm talking about, you seen him on The Voice. You seen him in all these different movies and different commercials and TikToks and shut up, I'm promoting you. You seen him like everywhere. He also promotes himself heavy. I'm talking about like streaming live, millions and millions of views and all that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome my tall cousin, Lylez with a Z.
Man, I love the tall part.
Super tall. You know, Lylez, we tall.
6'1" in here, man.
Why your feet ain't touching the ground then?
It is.
6'1".
It actually is.
It's a different
They
type of
can't
challenge.
see it, but it is though.
Hey, listen, guys. I got this the only dude I can rock with, like, and just laugh all day long. Make it, or it's organic. It feels right. I'm like, he just bring the best out of me and vice versa. Yep. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you to my cousin for being a part of some of the first release footage of the podcast.
Oh man, I appreciate you. Look, man, you know, anytime you call me, I'm here for you.
You be hot. You be tripping though when I be calling you, though.
Nah, what you mean?
You be tripping, man. I be like, come on, cuz I ain't talked to you in about a month.
Oh, you doing that thing again?
I've been busy. Man.
You doing that thing again? You know, I don't like thing. I don't like that. You doing that thing again? I don't like that.
But you be busy in a good way though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, clean it up. Clean it on up.
You been busy in a good way, man. Let's dive right into that.
Fine, yeah.
Talk to me. What's going on with Lylez? Who is Lylez, first of all?
So Lylez, man. First of all, thank you, man, for having me on the show. Cause
respect.
Of all, so Lylez, I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a producer. I've started engineering. That's a fun fact. I've been engineering, but seriously, I've been engineering for the past 2 years. So that's probably like one of the new things that's been added to my repertoire.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Just a side hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But also
cha-ching.
Yeah, the cha-ching. You know,
okay,
dollar. You know, but also too, I've just become more of a businessman, thinking of how to expand myself, not even just as the artist, you know, just as a brand overall.
I love it.
You know, and so, man, you know, it's been a crazy 3 years, bro. And most of you know, if you've seen it, I was on The Voice 2020, and ever since then, the pandemic happened, and I feel like the pandemic forced me to kind of have more presence online, like, you know, trying to figure out
new ways.
Who was I gonna be? I had to evolve into somebody else. Like, I couldn't be the same, you know, coming off of a show such as that. So I had to figure out who can Lylez be in this moment of silence.
Yo, I want to talk about the new Lylez, because the old Lylez had waves. The new Lylez got braids.
What ways you?
I'm talking about like waves.
Yeah, I did.
Low haircut.
Yeah, I had.
He didn't grow into his Compton look. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know
I like it though. It's dope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out here on the south side. You feel me?
I already knew this episode was gonna be extreme. All right, let's go back a little bit. Lylez. Now we know Lylez, the artist. Who is Darius?
So Darius, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, a lot of people don't know this. I mean, you probably know this a little bit. You know what I mean? But like, I'm really an introvert. Like, and I'm not scared to say that now.
Okay.
Like, but mostly, I'm defined as an ambivert. So I can be extroverted and introverted at the same time.
Androbert?
Introvert.
No, what you meant?
Ambivert.
Ambivert. I thought you said
say what you thought I said again. What you thought I said?
Ambivert.
Amber. Fam said Amber Alert.
Oh man, I thought you said something else, but go ahead. Okay,
yeah,
I got
so
you.
like I had to do some research on why I was feeling a certain type of way, around a lot of people, and it's like, well, this is who I am, you know what I mean? So, but it's not like I accepted it, because if you're trying to do things or like expand in a certain type of ways, you have to be in people's faces. You have to talk to people.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of what I was battling. You know what I'm saying? Even the pandemic made me do that.
Okay.
Like I was like,
so the pandemic just made you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Grow your hair.
Push-ups and Now I ain't start growing my hair to about.
So you gonna blame it on the pandemic?
Yeah,
Okay.
Pandemic,
I got you.
yeah.
Okay. So you working on this new album? Mm-hmm. What's the title?
We don't have a title yet. It's
Okay.
untitled.
Okay.
Untitled.
Okay. What can we talk about? What the album is about?
We sure. Yeah, we definitely can. I don't mind doing that.
Okay, let's dive into that. Like, name a couple
You got
singles.
your swimming cap on because you said dive, so you gonna.
I'm gonna smack you.
I
So let me
wanna
tell
know.
y'all before we go into this music, I just want to give a little backstory so people know why we are the way we are.
For sure.
Even when we are in interviews, like myself and my cousin are like brothers. We found out that we were cousins through the music industry. There was a lot of similarities, right? Walking into the room and identify, number one, you Lylez, I'm Lylez. Number two, we know some of the same people. We're from Chicago, South Side. And then being able to have those gifts that was just naturally there, and we clicked. You know what I'm saying? And so fast forward, we realized we was like almost damn near like that's like my bro right there.
Yeah,
and so we had a lot of similarities. And then we realized that our family tree, we related, because you can have the same last name with anybody, but it don't mean nothing. But we realized that we were related, and now we understood why our foundation, our structure as meeting each other and actually becoming family was strong. You know what I'm saying? And then like you was just like the dark skinned version of me. Yeah. And I was the light skin.
I was caramel.
No, it was dark.
No,
But I was the light skinned handsome version. And so that's where it took a turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was younger though. I was still in
You
my
was growing
prime.
into your look. Okay, got it.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
But we formulated a bond that was so unique, guys, and that's why we have so much fun together. And it's like, even though I might not see you for a couple weeks, but like right when we get back in tune, it's like, we ain't missed a beat. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta ask you though, because us first learning about each other, right? It's like you didn't have to do what you did. Like, my guys, I ain't gonna lie. I would spend a night, you know what I'm saying, over the house at the time. Like I would just be over there. It was like they couldn't get rid of me. Like him and his wife saying that they just couldn't get rid of me. You know what I'm saying?
tried.
Like y'all tried, but they couldn't, right? But I'm actually like, what is it that you saw in me that's like, I mean, because you could have did that, but you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't. Like you just, it's almost like kind of like you just kind of like took me, you know what I'm saying? And you're on like as the family, like, hey, look, this is what this is. You know what I mean? Even though we didn't know each other like that.
Right. I saw me.
Yeah.
I saw me and you. I saw you and me. And then it was just like a vibe that was like a frequency that I couldn't explain. And it was a breath of fresh air. I've worked with and I've been around different people, even family and friends. But it was something about your heart that was pure. And to this day, you was never trying to be something that you're not. Right? And you was never trying to, be the spotlight and all that. It wasn't about that. You was so helpful like myself. And so I saw that, and then you brought another sense of humor to me that I didn't even realize I had. And so I'm like, yo, babe, cuz on point. You know what I'm saying? I would love for him to be around more. So I just naturally opened up my door because that's the natural person that I am. But like you brought a different side of me, bro, and you taught me a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I just want to tell you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Awkward, but but awkward moment. But I just want to tell you, our sound man is just knocking over everything. He's supposed to be in front of the camera.
I heard it, but yo, look, it told it all.
I can't help it. I'm in producer mode at the same time, but this is raw and uncut.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
cool,
I love it.
Cool, cool.
Wait, why is my wife talking in the background?
I don't know.
Like,
but
she's supposed to be audience. Audience, make some noise. See, that's her cue. She's saying all this stuff. No, just messing. But listen, so I wanted to embrace that bond we had and turn it into something amazing, bro. And so look where we at now.
Yeah. But see, my through my story in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like I figured out there was identity issues, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't my fault. But I knew that my identity, or I learned that my identity was family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just really where I could shine the most if I'm just with family, or if I'm having that bond with family, because that's all I knew growing up. That's what I saw. So if I can feel that way, I feel great. You know what I mean? Like everything is all good. You know.
You grew up with a big family in a big family. Outside of what I know,
you know what? Actually, yes, I did, and most of it. There's some in Chicago. There's some. We have some in Mississippi.
Okay,
that's really where like the root of the family started. Mississippi, and then you got
Mississippi or Mississippi.
They say Mississippi, but it's Mississippi.
Okay.
You know
South, I got you.
You know how it go. You know,
I know.
You got Nolans. You go. You know, all that. You know, it's people down that way. So I just realized that that's where my identity lies. You know, I'm not really ashamed to say it. You know?
And you shouldn't be. You're Lyles. You know what I'm saying? We got some great genes, and look where we at. Yeah. Our parents raised some awesome sons.
Some tall sons.
Real tall. Like you. Let me sit up a little bit. See, I see how tall.
I don't have to do that because I'm tall.
I got you.
You know.
Commercial break. But listen, our connection is different. Our connection has been different since day one, man. We've opened up doors for each other, right?
Literally.
And I want to go back a little bit. Our Lyles vision was sparked between me and you.
It was, and what the crazy part is, you know, just going to the story is just it started from the smallest thing possible. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and it was something tangible, but it's like from a phone, you know, like but people say like I can start things like this, but literally it was the smallest idea possible. Yeah. And from that, he created a business, you know, and I love photography. Like I love visual things, you know, I'm photogenic. So I was like the first model. So anytime so I was like, hey, cuz take a picture.
I'm talking about overkill. Just overkill. Bro, one more. Right, anytime a nigga say one more, he lying. And so
it was like two more, but it was good.
Nah. I mean, but see, we needed that because it helped us groom to understand like clients are gonna be like this, right? It also, his creativity just made me think harder, and I had to come with something unique every time because he was already unique and amazing himself. And so we formulated from a cell phone. We was getting booked with cell phones, weddings. Crazy. And that's actually the real story, like how our Lyles vision was sparked. And then I'm like, cuz, come out with me and do this gig. I bought I bought a camera. We start hanging around Danny, Jay Hits. Those were our teachers. Yeah. And trial and error. We was watching YouTube, and we was fucking up a lot of projects at that time. Yeah, because we ain't know.
It was crazy because it was just like, right, it was scary. It's like we like trying to maneuver and figure out what professional photography was at that time. Yeah. It's like we didn't know, but we just knew what it looked like.
We had an idea because we come from music. Yeah. And in music we always thinking this light gonna piss me off.
I love it because the spotlight seems like it's kind of
but we're gonna keep it rolling. But hey, it's a vibe. From looking at it from the screen, it looked good.
You feel me?
Let's keep it rolling, Brian. Yeah. My producer's in the background stressing out right now. But he's doing an awesome job.
He hadn't smoked yet,
but it looks good. Cool, don't let her do it. Nope. I just leave it like this. Leave it like this. She was on her way to push the wrong button, and we don't know how to get it back. Oh my God! I lost my train of thought.
Dang, Joe, why you do that to you, Joe?
I love her though. She's so helpful. Hey, but that camera equipment, she don't know nothing about that.
She was on her way. That was hilarious.
But anyway, we started our Lyles vision as just a hobby. Yeah. Just a couple dollars get paid, and it was like, man, people start really taking us serious.
Seriously though.
You know what I mean? To show up at somebody's wedding with a camera, with a phone, to say we here, we the photographers.
But you know how we finessed it though? Here's what happens when you take the pictures. Here's how I used to see it when we would go out and do stuff, right? I don't know if it's the fact that they wanted just the pictures from a camera.
Yeah.
They just wanted something,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So in that moment, it was like, all right, we got it. So the more we started doing that, and we started doing good with those pictures, it was like, the clientele started to get more professional. So it's like, we got to figure out something. Cuz invested in the camera when it was had like a T6.
We had a T5 at
T5.
first.
It was T5. Canon T5.
We was Canon.
Yeah.
And then T6, I upgrade T6.
That T6 was crazy.
You got the T7 from Will bought one, right?
It was a T6.
Okay.
It was a T6.
So y'all then we end up having the T6 added to the camera, to the camera equipment.
Yep.
And then we was using continuous lights at that time.
Crazy.
We was the basic light kit, right? And
the bundles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We had the little backdrop, but we had a big studio because me and the wife owned another studio space.
Man, I just brought back
Man, we created some magic.
Wow.
We took trips out of state.
Hold on, wait.
I'm gonna dive into Vegas.
On, wait. Look, I promise y'all we can't get all this in one episode, but we gotta go to some of the moments that stood out, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the man started it in like a room. What room was it? Whose room was it? It was like a closet room.
That was in my house.
And it was in the house, right?
That was in closet room.
That was in Phoenix.
No, that was in Indiana.
In Indiana, right? So it went from there, and then
we shot Kmart in there.
Yeah, and it was like a lot of people in that room. Though.
Yeah, we shot a lot of artists.
A lot of people.
The images are still out. They're still using them. We shot them in a smaller space, continuous lighting with a cell phone, and we didn't know what we was doing. We self-taught. Never been to school ever. We just knew a lot of people who did it.
Yeah,
and we got around them, asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
What's that? How you do that? Can I use it real quick? And we started doing that. And then we started finding locations. Yeah. And then it went from there.
That's when I turned up.
And then we started investing in the camera. He was going crazy on the video. I knew nothing about video. Yeah. We did our first music video. Was it your song?
Yeah, it was my song. It was
He was washing your hands in the sink.
Yeah. Yo, but that's what I'm saying. Like, from that small little thing we did, like, I didn't know that was gonna turn out the way it did, but we just tried it.
What's the name of that song?
It was it's called Insidious.
Dang.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I didn't know that it was gonna turn out to be something like that, but we tried it, and I was like, man, let's just do it. I don't really care. Let's just make something of it. You know what I mean? And so we did that, and then boom, you feel me? That's what happened. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, bro. Like, we've been scaling and we didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Like from those small scenarios to now where we're at now.
Right.
That's so impressive. Yeah. Because somebody out there want to know, like, the journey. What did it take? 7 years of trial and tribulation and prayer and an investment and losing and winning and gaining people and friends and, like, never losing focus.
But here's what it was, though. So it really was prayer. It was faith. But then also, if you notice, with all the stories, and I've seen this, so I know what that is. Mm-hmm. With every come up that you and the wife has had, your business grew. So that means if there was a building y'all had, that was more clients. It was a bigger scale.
Respect.
Or whatever you did with clients, it became bigger. So it was like, the bigger you started to expand, your faith grew stronger to believe, like, okay, now I can do more. You know what I'm saying? So, and me watching that, it was like, well, if I can see that and I helped you, it's like, I can do the same for myself.
Yeah.
Or I can tell somebody else, like, look what we just did.
Yeah.
Out of nothing.
I mean, listen, we took just me and you at first.
Yeah.
And then we added people, Blue. Right?
Yeah, Blue, yeah.
We started learning. And we got together and put a whole team together and took a trip to Vegas.
Yo.
Which changed the perspective and the trajectory of our Lylez vision.
Yeah.
We knew we got hired to do a production.
Yeah.
We knew that if we can get booked in Vegas, we can get booked anywhere.
Yeah.
And that trip was so, I ain't gonna even lie, it was impactful because we learned so much about everything.
It was a lot. It definitely was a lot, but it was like, too, like, the company. I felt as though for the company, when we took that trip, for us, it was more so like, all right, we're going to do business. But when we got there, it was more so like us having fun.
Yeah.
It was us. You know what I mean? It wasn't about other people. It's like, if we can have fun doing this, like, I don't think anything else matters.
Yeah.
Because we still getting the job done. But, I mean, like, mishaps happen.
Yeah.
But through that, it's like, if you still focused and you still just to have fun, like, not to think about the worst possible outcome.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So we turned that into a trip I'll never forget. Like, literally. And it literally was a trip.
No.
We won't talk about that.
Uh-oh. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
It stays in Vegas because... you know what happened. You and I love you and Shayna so much because the world just don't know.
No, we can talk about it a little bit.
Look,
we can talk about it a little bit. Yeah,
guys, look, I have learned trial and error through my cousins when it comes to relationships, but also marriage. What I will and what I won't do. But at the same time, I understand buttons that needs to be pressed.
Talk about it.
But at certain times. So let's just a little bit. I'm not gonna say much.
Give it. I don't care.
So what it is? Let's just put it out. So a mishap happened. The production didn't go as planned like we wanted it to.
Okay.
Like it was presented to us. But nonetheless, we still have fun. Can we say that?
Yes,
right?
we did.
We did, right?
On a budget too.
On a budget. We make the best out of it. Had a whole meeting. We filmed certain stuff. All that, right? Fast forwarding.
Here you go.
Now we need something to do. And so what happens, Shawn, if y'all know Shawn, he knows everybody. He could be on Mars and he probably would know the aliens there. You feel what I'm saying? So here we are in Vegas and I'm witnessing this, man. We in the mall. Somebody says, yo, what's Shawn? I'm like, oh my God. Somebody know this man here in Vegas, right? So we started thinking we get invited to some type of... Where did we get invited to at first? Was it we had no place to go.
We ain't had nowhere to go. We just on the strip.
So Shawn, him knowing people, I know some people here. You know, a young lady he knew. You know what I'm saying? He hit her up. All right, y'all meet us on the strip. You know what I'm saying? So she shows up with her... I don't know if that was a husband or not. I don't know, right? So she shows up. Yeah, I got this place. Y'all show up. I got VIP stuff, you know? Shayna says this all the time that God's still working on her. You know what I'm saying? In this moment, I think that God, he kind of gave her a little bit leeway.
Oh, my God.
And Shayna wasn't happy about it. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all talk whatever y'all had to do. Later on, we went to the club. And, man, I don't know what time it was. But we know we had to do something. We had to figure out how can we make this trip still great.
Yeah.
So we leave. The party was great. I think it was at Prism. Was it Prism or...
I don't remember the name.
It was the pyramid. Was it the pyramid? All right. I remember that. It was one girl lit in there. All right. So it was lit. All right. So look, we leave. It don't stop there because we all have been drinking. In our minds, when we drink, it's like stuff turns up. I'm seeing everybody in the group. I'm like, I ain't never seen you drunk, so I don't know how you gonna react.
Me?
No, I mean, I know you don't get drunk like that, right? You didn't even drink.
I don't drink.
You didn't drink, but we all were drunk. I was.
I was slapped.
I think Blue was the drunkest out of all of us, right? So, man, Shayna turns up a little bit more. She asks him questions. It's beside us. They keeping it private, right? That's cool. They talking. So I know when their buttons are being pressed. I know
you've been around us long enough
because I've been around to know it. When he starts talking in a calm manner, he's very mad. Shayna, your wife, she'll take it there with you because she wants you to know. I want you to know why I'm mad.
Yeah,
I don't want to sugarcoat it. This, So she's like, oh yeah, so you inviting people? You know what I'm saying? What was that about?
Is this when I was ironing my clothes?
Ironing your clothes. So you ironing your clothes, and he's like, babe, I told you, this is what we're here for. I was trying to find a way to make the trip still great. But yet and still, my wife still wants to turn up on me, and now I'm pissed. Now I'm going to be a jerk. Now I'm going to be an asshole. If this is what you want, then we can do it. So let's do it, babe. Let's do it. No, let's do it.
This how I'm talking?
That's how you talking. But he gets so mad, he storms off. And he's walking in front of the Hard Rock Cafe.
I just took off walking for like 2 miles.
The man was just walking like, I'm like, dude, this is a movie right now, bro. Why is you standing in front of the Hard Rock Cafe pacing, bro? So he like, man, I'm finna, oh no, man. G started crying. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was laughing.
Pause.
Dog, G, I was, G, you literally was like boo-hooing, G. I'm like, cuz, it really ain't that serious. Y'all just need to go in there and probably make love.
She was pushing
something.
my button, bro. Like, she knows how to do that. So I walked off because I needed some air. Because I was going to say some stuff. I was ironing my shirt. I was pissed. I remember. I was pissed. She kept saying stuff. And I'm like, just let it go. You know how you do, man. Let's let it go. Hey, let it go. She's like, nah. She turned it up. I'm like,
but this is in front of the group. Like, we're all like quiet.
Yeah.
Because we're like, we don't know what to do. Like, all right, yeah, y'all want to go get something to eat?
So they went searching for me. They went out looking for me for like hours.
Couldn't find this man. And at this point, I'm nervous because it's like, okay, we're here for a job. But what if the head of, like, the guy be like, hey, man, where y'all at? And I don't know where he at. So I'm just not going to answer the phone. But, like, that's just one of the craziest moments.
But let me tell you where I was at.
Like,
because they never knew where I was at. I was literally across the street watching them the whole time. Sitting on the steps. They was pacing back and forth. And they just tripping. I don't know where he at. It's like 4 a.m. now. I'm just watching them. I'm literally like maybe 100 feet away. I just don't know. Because I needed that peace, bro. Even though that's my partner and all that. And we was on, I'm all about, when we on business, we on business. Don't mix personal with business. We ain't arguing in front of nobody. I stressed that. She knew that. And she was like, I don't give a hell. I'm about to raise hell in this bad boy. And so it went a little left.
I might take you to court for the emotional distress because we were actually scared because we didn't know where you were.
Yeah, I was literally about 100 feet away. I never shared that with y'all. I just want y'all to worry a little bit because they showed me that they cared. That's it.
I damn near gave up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to go back in there. I want
That's
to go
how you
sleep.
feel, bro.
I was tired. I was like, man, he'll come back.
Damn.
We going to sleep.
But we had many days like that with myself and my cousin, just on business and family stuff. But it's been awesome. He was a part of my wedding. You sang at my wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But the funniest part of the wedding while you singing, was that when he was singing, Shane, when the glass kept breaking?
No. That was when
that wasn't you?
when the Rev was trying to give y'all the vows.
And we heard the face.
And
somebody in the background just kept knocking over glass.
I was gonna say it was Jay Hits, we love you, man, but damn,
my God,
bro,
it was
you broke the vase, bro.
So
and
in my wedding though, let me tell y'all something, because the boy is so amazing at what he does.
Yeah,
he sang at my wedding and kind of messed me up, but I got him here live. And he tear the house down when he sang live.
Man, they thought it was the actual recording.
They thought it was the recording. What song did you sing?
Wish I could hold you. No, it was that Brandy. Have you ever?
Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry?
I had to because I was like,
all right, so listen,
I'm gonna do this.
Guys, I know you guys are watching. I know you guys are tuned in. We got Mr. Lylez in the studio right now, live. What y'all think, ladies? What y'all think? Y'all think we should go live? Yeah. Give me some noise. Make some noise. What y'all think? What about my other studio audience?
Super sexy.
I think we should hear him live.
I think we should. The request is in. They are the hearts are going crazy right now. I'm looking at the screen.
Let me text my manager real quick.
Oh, he got to text his manager and let him know. See, that's that Chicago Hollywood. That's that new age stuff, man. Oh my God.
Nah.
Damn. Hey man, I need you to bless the mic, man. If you warmed up. Can you hit that?
What?
No, that's the wrong song. Have you ever
loved? If
Can I sing with
words.
you?
Cause I ain't singing in a while. I'm gonna try it. Brandy, I love you. I don't want to butcher this. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right? Have you ever?
Verse. Have you?
Have you ever? I forgot the words.
Me too.
I forgot the words.
Give me one, man. First of all, that was awesome.
It was just, I wanted
Off the
one, bro.
dome.
That was
Off the
decent.
dome.
Oh, man.
Give me one of your records, man. Something that you just set the tone. Give me some love songs.
This record, shout out to the Isley Brothers. I sampled this record. It's called Feel Good, and this record it just embodies like the feeling of when we talk about trap soul. Like I didn't want it to be trap soul. I wanted it to be like how can I bridge the gap between one era to the next era. And so I kind of merged the songs. And the first verse,
You wait. You gotta be cold to get an Isley Brothers sample cleared. You got to be just amazing.
What's crazy is that it was like I got the nod to like do it. It was
Wow.
like that's cold, do it.
Wow.
But that didn't happen. That didn't happen until like
that.
a year later. That was a year later until like I finally because my boy Dio he played drums for them on the tour, right? And then shout out to Calvin Rogers, man. He's the GOAT for that. But actually just being around them, they actually heard it. And my cousin Nova, he was working with the team. People they like check out my cousin.
Yeah.
He was like, no, that's cold. Let's just
And
make
you
sure
got
we
the
get
head
that.
nod on
Let's
the
make
Isley
sure we
Brother
get
record.
that residual.
Brian, that's insane,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's not gonna happen if you're not cold.
Like, and when I was singing, we ain't do no samples, but but you got the head nod from the Isley Brother team.
But you know what it was though?
Wow.
I'm about to sing it to you. So I didn't take away from the song.
Yeah, you added
It was
value
like
to
I
it.
just added me, and then it's like I kept it how it was.
Yeah.
So the first verse of it, just a little bit, it says, oh, is this real love, baby? Or is it all in my mind?
D-Lyles out.
Oh, don't you let go. Don't you let your feelings for me make you lose your mind. And it says, who feels really sure? Can I love and guarantee your happiness? Surely, do I really care? Hey, let's look at what's going on and try to be more aware. Oh, I keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dark. Oh, in the dark.
Go get that album, y'all. Go get that album. Go get that album, y'all. D-Lyles, y'all, live in the studio, man. I don't even know how to come behind that with a question.
Don't come behind it. Just be on the side of me and ask it.
That was the dumbest. That was the dumbest. But that's what I love this brother, man. It's so raw and authentic, man. Oh, man. So what can we expect next?
So that's an interesting question. You know what? I tell people, I don't know if it's what to expect, right? So I had this outlook, right? So there's the thought, and then there's the goal, and then there's the expectation, right? So when we reach the goal, I think that's when we're not satisfied. It's like the process is when we're satisfied because we're actually doing it.
Okay.
So my expectation is actually just to have fun during the process. You know what I mean? So that my goal could actually be great. You know what I mean? And so it's just I want to see the results. I didn't really care if it was small or big. That's what I'm working towards now. It's like as long as I'm doing something to actually work on my craft.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Honestly, what I've been doing new, expect to hear me, doing a little bit of rapping. I found out that rapping for me, I've always had this. That what made me unique is that I had a rappish tone sometimes singing. And that's why when you hear trap soul and you got all these people that sound this way, it was actually like years ago when I was doing that stuff, and I was trying to figure out maybe people may not like that because it's not singing, but you do, right? So rapping has made me write better. You can expect me just to be like just a totally different artist, like having a different aura when it comes to the music and a different style, just trying to evolve. Man, I'm just trying to still just have fun. You know what I mean? I don't want to look at it as being a job. You know what I mean?
As work.
I just want to just have fun. And who knows, man? Like it could take me places. It has. So I'm just still trusting God that I'll be in the right hands. You know, I'll be around the right people, or it'll get to the right ears. You know.
I love how you keep God in it.
Yeah.
I love that you still humble, right? And you have not changed a bit, man. So keep that up. Before we get up out of here, right?
Yeah.
Because you are in the music industry, I gotta ask you an industry question.
What's up?
Did you get a chance to see the documentary? I don't know, it was a documentary, but with Jeezy and Neil Long?
I actually didn't, man.
You didn't?
I was watching like snippets of it online, but I didn't see it. You know what I mean?
Well, I can't even ask you that. But Neil Long was in there, Jeezy was in there. He was dropping jewels. All right, so we're gonna ask another topic that's relevant right now in the music industry. What's your thoughts on the Diddy scenario? We're gonna end with that. That's deep.
What's actually interesting is that it's kind of crazy because I don't know if this is like another let's pick on the black mogul or the black. I don't know if that's it. I mean, me personally, I've never met Diddy, but the people I know that have, I don't know if I ever heard the best scenario.
Got it.
So, but I'm not judging it. What I'm saying is, from what I have heard, like scenarios were just different. It's either it was cool or it was like, I don't know. So, you know what I mean? Now other people could say it was great based upon what they wanted out of the situation.
Correct. The
you know
expectations,
what I mean?
right.
So if you wanted something out of that situation, of course, you probably would have thought it was great. I mean, is Diddy, you in the room with him, you know, you having fun, but I just haven't heard a story where it was like life changing in that aspect.
Yeah,
like
positive.
Positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, to each his own.
Yeah.
I really hope that Diddy knows how to. I hope he knows really what he wants out of life right now when it comes to this and the outcome, because the outcome really, and I just found this out. Cassie didn't just sue him; she sued. The lawyers were smart and they sued the corporations.
Smart.
And once that happens is, if you are a CEO of something, you have to step down
because you can sue your business.
because they can sue the business. So in that case, that lets me know that was personal and that he probably did do some harm to her because that's all he has.
Yeah, I
And
want to
that
tear
could-
you down.
That really can hurt his residual when you step down, when I have to give up so much. But
Yeah.
I mean, man, I just really hope, man, the people, if they are gonna speak out. I mean, there's people now that's just speaking out. That's like you don't have to say nothing because, of course, you overcame that situation. Look at you.
Yeah.
But if people were hurt, you know, if Diddy, if he has an explanation, I don't know. I can't really speak negative on him. I don't know, but the stories I've heard. I mean, it kind of is what it is. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
we ain't gonna speak too much on it, but it's out there, man. Just do good business, man. That's the whole point of this.
Just do good business. Treat people right, man.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've seen, like been in some scenarios, man. It's late in the studio, and people are just. It just seems like they off the stuff. You feel me? It's like, but it's like they gotta. They're moguls, so they gotta have that kind of. Man, that aura about them to keep going. They trying to crank out these amount of records. Man, I get it. I ain't gonna judge you, but man, it's just treat people right. Do good business.
That's it, man.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Y'all heard it from Lylez himself.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you, man? Tell the social handles,
Yeah.
the Spotify's, and how they can buy the record. Where can they check you out at? We appreciate you on the Say Less podcast.
Yeah, appreciate you.
And I appreciate you being my family, my cousin, one of my best friends.
Yeah.
And I appreciate us being tall. So, that part.
Because that runs in the family.
Yeah, so
So
where can people find you before we get up out of here?
So you can find me everywhere, you know. So you can find me on social media. That's Dlylez, Dlylez, Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me on Threads too. Threads is kind of cool.
Yeah,
it hasn't taken off yet, but it is cool. It will. You can find me on TikTok, Dlylez, Dlylez. You can find me on YouTube, Darius Lyles, Darius with an O in it, DARIOUS. LYLES.
Y'all heard it. Check him out on his what's the new single coming out? You got a title?
We don't know yet. I can't talk about it yet.
Okay, but he working on new music. Don't forget to check out his Black Planet and his MySpace. Say Less with Lylez. I appreciate y'all. Lylez Vision, your host, the CEO, entrepreneur. Don't say no. Hey, listen, it's popping, y'all. This interview was crazy.
Yeah.
I loved it. Shout out to the team. All my audience, make some noise.
I love all three of y'all. I love you. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man.
The
Yeah.
producer. Shout out to
Yeah.
my producer,
Yeah.
Mr. Brian himself.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, say less. Love, cuz. Peace.
Love. Ouch.